Hey there. It's currently 8 p.m. I don't know what day of the trip it is. I didn't ever look that up actually. But I'm currently packing to leave from Lakewood, California, which is south of LA, um, for a about 4 day trip to San Luis Obispo, starting tomorrow morning. Um, and while packing and while getting ready for that, I've had a lot that I've been thinking about that I kind of want to talk about on the vlog, so I figured I'd come out here and try to do an all-in-one take little talk, possibly one that I can even try to upload tonight. Um, so it'd be easy to upload. So here goes. So I'm going to San Luis Obispo next, which is only about 200 miles away from where I'm staying right now, which is essentially somewhere between Long Beach and LA. I'm very excited. Basically, I'm going to be working at a hostel, and instead of pay, I get to stay at the hostel for free and get a good portion of my meals covered, like every breakfast and every other dinner. So that's good. And then only working about 20 hours a week, so I have time to kind of explore San Luis Obispo, or as everybody calls it around here, SLO. Um, and try to find work here and there, which I kind of know what to look for now. I've found that on Craigslist, kind of if you search in the gigs, if you search like event or cash, and you find posts that don't look very sketchy, you know, you can find work that way. Like this week I worked selling merchandise at the Armenian March for Justice, and I made I don't like talking about specific dollar amounts, but I made a pretty good amount of money for a day's worth of work, like better than you can make at like a regular job. The catch being that you don't you don't work every day like a regular job. So that's good. So I kind of know what to look for, and with SLO being a good tourist area, I know that I can kind of find work like with tourist type like stands and beachside stuff. So that's kind of the plan. The catch is that I don't know if I already said this, but it's gonna be about 3 weeks, possibly more. Hopefully not too much more. From until May 22nd is what the guy told me that I'd be working there. Which the main kind of issue I had with that was that it's kind of a long time. Like it's almost the entire month of May. And I really figured I'd be out of California by the end of May, and I would barely not even be halfway through California at that point. Um, so I just had to sit down and really reassess like how I wanted this trip to go and what kind of the objective of the trip was. Um, because kind of what I started thinking about was like I had this future goal of trying to get to Seattle and then turn back around and head down south, and try to get to Las Vegas for Interbike by like the end of September is when Interbike usually happens. If you don't know what Interbike is, it's a convention, essentially for bikes. All the industry comes through and shows off all the new stuff that they have going on for the year. And I thought it'd be really cool to try to get all the way up the coast and then back down it and then try to ride into Las Vegas in time to see it. But this trip has been and is a learning experience, of course. And I've learned that if you want to try to do a trip without having saved up all the money that you need to do it without working, you really gotta kind of like scale back the amount of future goals that you have for it in terms of like destination and distance, and just go with the flow. What I mean by that is that I spent over 3 weeks here in the LA area, and I didn't find work until the last week that I was here. partly because I sort of didn't know what I was doing, and partly because sometimes it can be hard to find work. The advantage is now I've kind of learned what to look for, um, and that was also the advantage with knowing that I'd have a free place and some free food if I were to go in San Luis Obispo for 3 weeks. So I figured that would be the smartest thing to do, so I can kind of assess like what I'm going to do in the future destinations, like in San Francisco and eventually like in Portland and Seattle. Just try to plan really far ahead while I'm there, staying at a place for free in exchange for work. So I figured that'd be the best move, with the disadvantage being that it just sets me back more than I had originally planned. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Somebody just texted me. I think it's a good learning process, and it's really kind of made me, it's kind of lifted a weight off my shoulders in the sense that like I really just feel like I'm going with the flow now and just doing whatever opportunities come my way, and I feel pretty good about that decision. And I'm starting to kind of think like maybe if it gets to the point where I just really want to do Interbike or something, I could figure out a way to get a ride there, or something like that. You never know. That's so far into the future that I don't feel like I should plan that far ahead, since there's so many unknowns in between now and then. I don't feel like I should be planning that far into September, which I guess it's not that far away, but in terms of riding long distance cycling and then staying in places for long enough to try to make some money back to keep going, I think I really just got to try to focus on what's coming sooner than what's coming later. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you, to let you know how I'm doing. The other thing I've been thinking about is that is vlogging. I don't know. I think the reason why I've been so lazy about vlogging, I'm trying to figure out a way to word this correctly. I have 37 followers, possibly more, but last I checked it was 37, and that's not like a bad thing. I think that, that's already a pretty high percentage from what I used to have. I think I started my channel with 5 followers. I wonder how loud that helicopter is. So going from 5 to 37, that's pretty good. But what I've noticed is that a lot of YouTubers that I follow have been saying that they're looking towards other opportunities, other things that are coming up, because YouTube is really doing things with their algorithms and with their ad revenue stuff that's messing with them. None of that affects me because I'm such a small channel. I'm not even, 37 followers. That's not huge at all. That's like minuscule. Not to talk, and that's not talking down on myself. That's just being completely realistic. So what a lot of people are turning to is like Instagram Live and Facebook, and it got me thinking, like, I definitely have more followers on Instagram, and I definitely have, I think I have the most friends on any social network on Facebook. And the fact that Facebook is doing videos and possibly doing monetized video content, obviously I'm not in videos for just the money, because that would be ridiculous and stupid, because I'm brand new to it. It's more of an experiment that I kind of wanted to do whenever I started this trip, and if it led to me making some amount of money, even like $10 a video, great, cool. If it didn't, that's cool too. So I'm wondering if switching over from YouTube to like Facebook video and other sources of like making content, I'm wondering if that would kind of light a better fire under me to, like, since I'd be reaching more people, to have more videos up in more timely fashion. I'm wondering if that would help me out or not. This helicopter's right over me. I'm not sure if any of this audio is coming through, so I'm talking closer to the camera just in case. Where was I going with that? Yeah, basically, I'm not sure what the future of my YouTube channel looks like since it's starting really slow, and I'm not sure how interested I am in continuing on it, or if I'm just starting on a form of content, uploading. There's probably a better word for it, but this is a one-take video, so I'm thinking off the top of my head right now. I'm wondering if there's a better way to do it, since I have other social medias that I have a bigger following on. So, if you have advice for me on that, I'm totally willing to listen to that. Hit me up in the comments below, or message me. If you know me personally, text me. That's cool too. Let me know what you think I should do. If I should just I think I still want to keep uploading to YouTube, but I might also want to start uploading on Facebook as well, and start using some live stuff like Facebook or Instagram. Do things like that. If you think that'd be better for what I'm doing, let me know. Totally willing to hear people out on that and see if maybe doing my content through those platforms, if that would make me actually put out more content and be less lazy about it like I have been so far. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Heading to San Luis Obispo starting tomorrow. I'll be there for 3 weeks, working at a hostel. I'm very excited about that, and then we'll see what the future holds for me from there. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and thanks.